Hello everyone, I'm FMZ and welcome to episode 23 of Resurgence with Sheffield Wednesday. Today we are at the point of no return. We take on Bristol City at Hillsborough with our chances of making the playoffs hanging by a thread. Don't forget, if you enjoy this content, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, leave me a comment if you've got anything to say. Also, don't forget, I'm a member of the FM Creators community and the Passion for FM team. The link to the Discord servers is in the description. Before we get to the game with Bristol City, let's take a look at the games we've had since we were last together. And it didn't start well following the defeat away at Swansea City. We lost away at Wigan Athletic. Mark Gooey with the only goal of the game just before half-time as we lost at the DW. We did, however, bounce back with a good result against Charlton Athletic. Mason Greenwood, Conor Gallagher and Neil Smith-Rowe with our goals. Albie Morgan with the reply for Charlton. We also beat Crystal Palace by 2-1. Mason Greenwood scored the opening goal. Luka Milivojevic equalised from the penalty spot before Sammy Amiobi won the game in the 62nd minute. We were thumped away at Middlesbrough following that. Brandon Borello with our goal as a consolation. Britta Sombalonga, Marcus Tavernier, Mark Boller and Marcus Brown with the goals for Middlesbrough. But we got redemption last time out with a 5-0 win away at Stoke City. It just goes to show how this season has been. One week we're down, the next week we're up as we beat Stoke by 5. Mason Greenwood with a hat-trick, Barry Bannon and Rhian Brewster completing the scoring. So that brings us to the Championship table. West Ham United will be back in the Premier League next season. 109 points after 41 games is an amazing achievement from the Hammers. You can't deny them that. West Brom are almost certain to join them. They're on 91 points and you find Middlesbrough on 84. They've secured a playoff place. Today's opponents, Bristol City, are in 4th. Then come Queen's Park Rangers on 73 and Newcastle on 70. The gap to Newcastle is 10 points. So a defeat today and a win for Newcastle will mathematically mean that we cannot make the playoffs. Hence why we've come back today. You know, it's a massive, massive game. We play Newcastle next, ironically. Hull are just outside the playoffs on 67, Reading on 63, Birmingham on 62, so they will have a say as well if we make the playoffs as it is. And we've got Huddersfield just behind us, level on points with Swansea and Blackburn. So the chasing pack are closing in on us as well. Don't forget Crystal Palace, they're only a point further back. Down at the bottom, Rotherham are still hanging on to Championship life. They're on 23, Charlton on 28, Lincoln on 29, Luton on 30, Millwall all but safe on 39. So yeah, obviously down to 14th it's going at the moment for a playoff place, although that is an outside chance. Huddersfield have a game in hand as well, so that gives them an extra incentive to keep going. They're 5 wins on the bounce as well. They are flying at the moment at Huddersfield Town. But we concentrate on us today. A win over Bristol City will get us in the playoff race fully. Let's hope we can do it. Let's take a look at the teams. So it's worth noting today's fixtures. Hull take on Newcastle. I hadn't realised that. So that is a massive game in the playoff race. Others to look out for today. Obviously, Bristol City are in 4th. Swansea take on Birmingham, so that's another big game in the playoff picture. Huddersfield take on Reading, again, another game in the playoff picture. So it's all happening around us today. So here are the 2 starting lineups. We start with the same team that demolished Stoke City last time around. So Dawson starts in goal. Adebayo, Goetze, Bornier, Penny, Bannon, Gallagher, Borello, Green, Smith-Rowe with Greenwood up front. He is flying at the moment, is Mason Greenwood. Bristol City start with Bentley in goal. Pereira, Callas, Simpson, Pickering, Walsh, Njai, Porro, Palmer, Semenyo, with Naki Wells leading the line. So we beat them in the FA Cup earlier in the season. We lost to them 5-4 at Ashton Gate. How will the 3rd game go in this season with Bristol City? There is only one way to find out, by beginning it. The huddles have begun. It is a massive game for both sides, and we get us off and underway. I call it the last chance saloon. It is pretty much the last chance saloon. A win for Newcastle and a defeat for us today. And that is it for us in terms of making the playoffs. We will not be able to catch them. As it in the middle, Reading have taken an early lead at Huddersfield, so that's a good result for us, although they are above us in the table. Reading as Semenyo heads toward goal. Palace sending it on to Simpson. Pressure. That's it. Good pressure. Borrello is in. Can he finish it? He's beyond Bentley and is into the back of the net. 4th goal of the season already for Brandon Borrello. What a find he has been. And we take the lead against Bristol City. Slack defending, the order of the day at the back. Borrello profits from Simpson's mistake. And it's 1-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. And exactly what we needed. Although bright starts have not been things we've converted, sadly. Up to 9th, though, we go. And he has it. He sends it down the field, looking for Semenyo, but it's headed on by Adebayo. Green intercepted, though, but Borrello picks it up onto Greenwood, who has got space to run into. Why did you take it so early? Got 2 forward of him. Looks like he's going it alone at the moment, though. Pickering is open. Will he get a ball into the middle? Hopefully not, but he does get it over. Palmer heads it down. Good block by Penny and cleared by Smith Rowe. Good tackle from Smith Rowe. But he is in the wrong part of town as Pereira takes it back off of him. Will he find a ball into the middle? He will. Naki Wells, good save from Dawson. Great point-blank save, that one. As Greenwood picks it up on halfway. He has got pace to burn and he's got players around him. Swings it wide looking for Borrello, who just about keeps it alive. Swings it back to Adebayo, sent into the middle to Greenwood. Saved by Bentley. End-to-end stuff. It's been intercepted by Porro, who's on a yellow card. But he's got to be careful. And Greenwood has intercepted it. He's beyond Bentley and it's into the net. What the hell has happened there? 25th goal of the season for Mason Greenwood. I didn't think anything was going to come of that. I was getting ready for the next clip. But it is a poor ball back from Porro, who's played it blind. Back towards his own goal. And Mason Greenwood is alive to the situation. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Bristol City 0. We might not yet be out of the playoff picture. Porro picks it up. Swings it in behind, looking for Wells. No, not like this. Way, Jesus, Web. Tap for a throw. And that is half time. We are doing what we need to do so far today. It's been a great first half. Let's take a look at where we are, though. So at the moment, we are closing the gap to 7. Newcastle are not winning. They are losing away at Hull City. Reading are winning as well, but they're obviously closing the gap even further. So it is tightening up. Something chronic above us at the moment. We need to keep doing what we're doing, though. It's only half time. Obviously, they scored late last time, Bristol City, so I am by no means counting them out yet. Another goal, please, would be perfect. I'm not greedy. I just know what we're like. 2-0 is a funny scoreline, as I'm sure you'll appreciate. Looking wide for Semenyo, and Borrello has nicked it off of him. Away he goes. Run, son. He's up through the gears. He's taking on all comers. As he rolls it into Green. Will he get an open shot at goal? Saved by Bentley. Should have done better. And Jai looking wide for Pickering. He sends it into O'Dowda. Back to Pickering it goes. Stop the cross as it's headed down. Porro off the post and out. We have got away with one. Walsh with the corner kick. Swung in towards the middle. Headed away by Goetze. And Jai sends it towards goal and it's in. Not sure I'm saying his name right, but he has pulled one back for Bristol City. Oh no. 35 minutes to play. In fairness, it just goes through the crowd. Goalkeeper doesn't see it till late. And by the time he does see it, it's too late. It's in the net. 2-1. A change right from the back for the second half. Emil Smith-Rowe is not having a blinder. So Sammy Amiobi is going to come on. Looking for Pickering. Headed on to O'Dowda. Will he get the shot away? Dawson with a catch. Green sends it up to Greenwood. Hold it, Mason. No, he's lost it. Shit. Plays it into Poirot. Not like this. Saved by Dawson. Huddersfield have equalised. That helps neither them nor Reading at the moment. Helps us, though, as Walsh takes the corner from the opposite side. Swung into the middle. Jeju tries to head it down. Palmer's on his own on the edge of the box. Tries to stroke it in. Hits someone, and it's gone out for a goal kick. And he's calmed down. He'll make another change. Overwhelmed by the feedback. You are kidding me. Telling you to concentrate. Jesus, Webb. Right, we're going to make a change in midfield. Conor Gallagher is going to come off. Luongo is going to come on. Amiobi. Onto Greenwood. Chance to kill it, perhaps. Can he get the angle right? No, Bentley with the save. Into 4 additional minutes. Going to be a long 2.5 minutes from here. Bentley with the ball down the middle. Headed forward though. Greenwood picks it up and he has got beyond the defenders. He is in on goal. Can he finish it? Yes, he can. Shouldn't have doubted him. 26th goal of the season for Mason Greenwood. What a loan signing he has been. And that should be 3 points. No late drama this time for us. As Greenwood runs beyond the defenders. Pace to burn. He is going to be some player, this boy. 3-1 Sheffield Wednesday. All the time in the world. The referee should be looking at his watch by now. And he has done so. Sheffield Wednesday 3, Bristol City 1 is the final score. So with games going on later in the day in the Championship, let's see how they got on and look at the league table. So Queen's Park Rangers won in the late game against Crystal Palace. So that is Crystal Palace out of the playoff picture. We'd like to assume, given that they are down in 14th. We are up to 9th with that win over Bristol City. So we are 7 points off of the playoff places as it stands. So we are going to have to go to the game with Newcastle. It is a double header, folks. So I will see you in a few seconds. So we are now on the eve of the Newcastle United game. And there has been a game in the Championship this evening. West Ham have beaten Birmingham City by 2-1. So that is effectively Birmingham's race run. So they are 9 points off the playoffs, as you can see. Their goal difference is far inferior to that of Hull City and of Newcastle United. So they need a mathematical miracle to now make the playoffs. Let's get to the game with Newcastle. And here are the two starting lineups. We have gone with the approach of it ain't broke, don't fix it. So unchanged. Dawson, Adebayo, Goetze, Bornier, Penny, Bannon, Gallagher, Barello, Green, Smith Rowe with Greenwood up front. Newcastle start with Dubravka in goal. Hayden, Scher, Balbuena, Dummett, Longstaff again, but Matty this time, Shelvey, St Maximin, Joel Linton with Almiron alongside him. So it is really now last chance Saloon. Nothing but a win will do to keep us alive, because you would expect that Hull City will beat Luton Town, although it is the Championship. Anything can happen and invariably does. But there's only one way for us to find out whether we're going to do our part, and that's to get off and underway. Not nervous. They've performed the last two games, these guys. We played pretty well in both of them. Can we make it third time lucky? Was allowed to turn. He is at the back four. Someone put a tackle in. Adebayo tries to get back. Almiron still got the ball though, as he's rolled it wide. Goodness me, we got away with that. Free kick. Greenwood will take it. He will not shoot. He will swing it into the middle. Bornier gets up and it's just over the bar. St Maximin tries to send it into the corner. It's pinball and it's a penalty. It's a penalty to Newcastle. Joe Linton was brought down. John Joe Shelvey will take it. Come on, Cameron Dawson. Keep us in the fight. Will he save it? Yes! He just about pats it away. Doesn't matter, he saved it. Poor penalty from John Joe Shelvey. Into Balbuena, looking for Almiron. Takes a touch, he comes inside. Shoots! Oh, goodness me, that was close. And that is half-time. Not much to write home about. We will not know until later how Hull City have got on. They are the 5:30 kickoff. So as it stands at the moment, we're closing in on the playoffs, but we're agonisingly close to missing out altogether. Can't take it. Me nerves can't take it, folks. Second half on the way. We need to score. Gallagher with the free kick on halfway. Swung into the middle. Goetze gets up, heads over the bar. In that sort of afternoon so far. Let's take a look at a change, shall we? Emile Smith-Rowe is not having a great game again, so Sammy Amiobi is going to be his replacement once more. Against his old club. Got space to run into. Finds St Maximin. Someone stop the cross. Penny goes for the tackle. Don't do things like that. Played into the middle. Reed hits the post or the bar. Hits something. Corner kick. Barry Bannon will take it all the way through. Gallagher with a shot. Skews it wide. We're going to bring on Ryan Brewster. Play behind Greenwood up front. Needs to try and get a second striker on the field if we can. That is our only option at the moment. Seems a waste, but he's sent it down the field. Looking for Brewster. He's got beyond the defender. Could it be a masterstroke? It is! Tactical genius. I say it near enough every time it works out. Ryan Brewster's 7th goal of the season has put us in front against Newcastle. The dream is still alive. What a touch. Inside the defender. Rolled it beyond the goalkeeper. 1-0 Wednesday. Could be the biggest goal of the season, that one. As Brewster's got it. Hasn't done a lot this season, but he's coming up with a big, important goal today as Amiobi heads towards goal. Tabrabka with the save. Adebayo heads it forward. Barello is racing down that right-hand side. Can he find a ball into the middle? He will do. Amiobi is there. This time it's 2. Sammy Amiobi. The former player curse has struck for Newcastle. And surely we're not going to make the playoffs. How are we doing this? Sheffield Wednesday 2, Newcastle United 0. A lovely ball across. Amiobi on the volley. 2-0 the Owls. St Maximin sending it up the line, looking for Joe Linton, who's given away another penalty. We've got 4 additional minutes. They've missed 1 penalty. Are they going to miss another one? Share to take it. Can he score? Yes, he will. Ooh. Always a pantomime. 10th goal of the season. In fairness, he scored the goal in the first game, didn't he? Fabian Schär. Long time ago. 2-1. 4.5 minutes to go. They go in route 1. Doesn't matter. They have run out of time of Newcastle. 7-2 Swansea City lead. Don't worry about that. Schär has it. Will he send it long? He's going to have to. We are over time, ref. Blow the damn whistle. He has done. He has done exactly what I've asked for 2 games running. We have beaten Newcastle to keep the dream alive. And we move up into 8th. It is irrelevant. We need to see what happened with Hull City. Let's do that. So as predicted, Hull City won away at Luton Town. So they move on to 73 points. We move on to 66 with the win over Newcastle, which means we are still alive. Just about. So we've got to go on to the next one. The next game. I didn't think I'd ever have to talk about the next one. And that is a trip to the seaside to take on Blackpool. Goodness gracious me. Who have Hull got? That'll be the key thing to have a look at. Hull are at home to Nottingham Forest next time around. They're down in 19th. Blackpool are down in 17th. But then we really will be out of chances from that point. So we're not quite at the point of no return yet. But we are certainly on the precipice. That was a very big word. I apologise for that. So we come again for the match with Blackpool. It's going to be a massive, massive game. These two were massive, massive games. But Blackpool times that by 1,000. Because if we can win that and Hull don't win, even if Hull do win, it's probably game over. But let's go on the positive side of it. If we beat Blackpool and Hull City don't win, we are alive and kicking with 2 to play. It is a massive ask for the team. Obviously, the maximum we can get is 75, so we cannot afford a slip up now. Between now and the end of the season, we've got to win 3 out of 3. We don't win 3 out of 3, it's game over. If you've enjoyed today's double header, wasn't meant to be, but it ended up that way. Please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and would like to do so, please hit the subscribe button down in the corner. Don't forget, if you've got any comments to make on today's video, please leave them below. Also, don't forget, my member of the FM Creators community and the Passion for FM team. The link to the Discord servers is in the description. That was episode 23 of Resurgence with Sheffield Wednesday. I will see you by the seaside for Blackpool next time. Until then, thanks for watching. Goodbye.